cases involving undocumented individuals charged with criminal offenses, and the Illinois Trust Act currently restricts such collaboration, preventing law enforcement agencies from assisting federal authorities in enforcing immigration laws, thereby creating potential public safety risks. And the village rejects policies that prioritize political ideology over public safety and oppose any law that shields individuals with criminal records from lawful detention and removal. And the Village of Orland Park supports local law enforcement's discretion to cooperate with federal immigration authorities as they deem necessary to protect the community free from state-imposed restrictions. And the village prioritizes the safety of its residents and recognizes that law enforcement must have the necessary tools to address crime effectively without artificial legal restrictions that impede cooperation. And the Village of Orland Park supports policies that empower state and local enforcement to work in partnership with federal agencies to identify and remove individuals who pose a threat to public safety. And safeguarding the well-being of Orland Park residents is a top priority, and eliminating unnecessary barriers to law enforcement cooperation is essential to achieving this goal. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the President and Board of Trustees of the Village of Orland Park, Cook and Will Counties, Illinois as follows. Section 1, formal support of Senate Bill 1313. The Village of Orland Park strongly supports the passage of Senate Bill 1313, which mandates law enforcement agencies to coordinate with ICE in enforcing immigration laws and removing individuals who present a risk to public safety. Section 2, reaffirmation of non-sanctuary status. The Village of Orland Park reaffirms its position as established in Ordinance Number 5868. It is not a sanctuary city and opposes any state or local policies that obstruct or limit cooperation with federal immigration authorities. Section 3, commitment to public safety. The village urges members of the Illinois General Assembly to pass Senate Bill 1313 to enhance coordination among local, state, and federal agencies in protecting Illinois communities from criminal activity. Section 4, distribution of resolution. The village clerk is directed to forward a copy of this resolution to Governor J.B. Pritzker, the leadership of the Illinois General Assembly, and other relevant state officials to advocate for the repeal of the Illinois Trust Act and enactment of Senate Bill 1313, and all of our reps and senators. Any comments?
Mr. Mayor?
Trustee Healy.
This law has been in place, the law against ICE has been in place by the state of Illinois for a long time. And it goes to show you that electing bad people can produce bad laws that help bad guys. And this is this is just an embarrassment to live in a state that doesn't support the ICE and doing everything humanly possible to put criminals behind bars. This legislation is just so much common sense that it's hard to believe anybody could object to it. So, you know, I support this legislation, and I hope somehow it makes a difference and that we get this legislation changed. We try and do everything we can for our police with new weaponry, new cars, new police things. I don't know if it's appreciated, but we try and give them everything that we have possible, and it's just insane that this law goes against trying to do everything you can to put criminals behind bars. So I hope someone takes heed of our resolution and helps pass the bill.
Mr. Mayor.
Trustee Reed.
Yeah, just to echo that, it seems like some of our leaders in our state and our county and the city of Chicago, they continue to, force our law enforcement to do their jobs with one hand tied behind their back at all times. They can't communicate, they can't coordinate. So, this is just another example. So I wholeheartedly, and again, if you read the resolution, it's criminals. It's people not doing, not coming here in the manner in which the law sets out. There are people who do it right, and it takes a long time, but they persevere and they do it the right way. And you are completely, throwing it in their face. The people who come here the way that they're supposed to, they go through the legal process to, to protect criminals is just, it's asinine.
Any other comments? So during the migrant crisis, we passed an ordinance making it clear that the Village of Orland Park is not a sanctuary city. This is what we mentioned here, Ordinance 5868. Our policy ensures full cooperation with federal authorities, and we've called on the state of Illinois and Cook County to uphold federal immigration laws by ending their so-called sanctuary status. It is unacceptable for the state and the county to place the Village of Orland Park, our police officers, and our residents in direct conflict with federal authorities. I firmly believe, as does the board, that federal law supersedes state laws in matters of immigration, especially given that Illinois doesn't even share a foreign border. Therefore, the Village of Orland Park will continue to follow federal law and work alongside our federal law enforcement partners, including ICE. I fully support the newly introduced bill that seeks to end the state sanctuary status and requires Illinois law enforcement to cooperate with federal authorities. This is a necessary step toward restoring law and order. Call the roll.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Malani.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Aye.
Mayor Pico.
Aye.